Alright, welcome back to SOS. I'm Star Sergeant Badass, and today this is your food storage reminder for the month. I don't think I did one last month, so I'm doing one now. Alright, a lot of you are saying you're not getting the messages that I have a new video. Like, I had people ask, hey, I miss your leathercraft videos. I just posted 2 of them. So that being said, just make sure if you want to see those things, hit the bell and you'll get a reminder when I post a video. And I post a video per day. And some people say, hey man, where have you been? I post a video per day. So if you're not seeing the videos, it's not me, it's YouTube, or you've got to hit that bell in order to get the message. And please, if you like the content, like it. If you want to share it, please share it. And that's all I ask. I don't ask very often. I'm just throwing it out there. Most people do it every single video they post. I don't do that. I just do it every now and then just as a reminder. But this is your food storage reminder, and I've got some stuff over here. And I have been sharing with people when I can the deals on stuff. And I'm not doing this to, for some people out there, they show you their entire pantry and everything, kind of rub it in your face. Hey, look at all the cool stuff I got. I'm not that kind of guy. This has been the latest deals on stuff. And if you go to beprepared.com, if you go there and you sign up for their little email, and they'll send you notifications on stuff like this. This is a 4-person 72-hour bucket. I think I got for about 60% off. Because I signed up for the email, they gave me an additional 10%, and this was 50% off. That's half price. I'm just saying, that's a freaking deal. And I can't afford to buy this stuff when it's like $120 a bucket or something like that. You know what I'm talking about. It's too expensive. So I found that deal, and I shared it with as many people as I could. I swear. Word spread fast, because within, I think, an hour, they were completely sold out of this. It was gone. All right. There we go. Fix that. There we go. So the 72-hour kits from Weis. Now you've got to go to Weis for this. And they're doing 40% off on that. So it's like you can get a 72-hour kit for like $19. If you go to Walmart, let's just say you go to Walmart and you get that off-brand whatever in a bucket food storage, we're not quite sure how great that tastes. It's $21.90 or something like that, $21.98, something like that for the little bucket, and it's a 72-hour 1-person kit. And this was $19, and you're getting Weis Company's foods. So that's a major taste difference and just amount of quality. So $19 is what I paid for that. And I don't know if that deal is still going on or not, but you can check on wisefood.com. You can go to their website and check that out. It should pop right up if it's still going on. And you can sign up for their emails as well. But I want to share that stuff because I go around and I search everywhere. I mean, they and these companies like Weis and this Essentials and all this stuff, that's beprepared.com. They've got it right here. But if you go on there and you look into their other stuff, they deal with more than just food. They also have other preparation items. And I'll get into some Weis stuff in just a minute. But I want to share, like, for food storage, I can't stress this enough with food storage, is to have plenty of water. And a lot of people will neglect the water portion of the storage. And water is kind of first on the list. I'm just saying, because we've mentioned it several times in podcasts about, how long you can go without water. I mean, they say 3 days. Well, I'm telling you, after the second day, you're already going crazy. I mean, your cheese has slid off your cracker at that point. If it's the third day, you're starting to shut down. I mean, you don't even know what water is, probably even your name at that point. The third day is not a cool, and it depends on how exhausted you might be. And you could have, you could be the average environment. Let's say it's perfect conditions. You might not sweat as much. No high volume exercise going on. Strenuous type event. You're not carrying a packing gear kind of thing. You might be okay for a little bit longer. In perfect conditions. But then if you've got a situation where you're extremely spent, and at that point you've lost a lot of water, and it's going to be a lot sooner than that 3-day mark. It's going to happen sooner than in perfect conditions. It would be 3 days. Weather's nice, you're not doing anything, your legs are kicked up. I'm just saying. But when you start doing strenuous activities, you can expect to lose water a lot faster. And water, and I think every single survivalist book I've ever even read even says, don't ration water. Don't ration the water. And ration food. Don't ration water, because the water will definitely keep you alive. But each one of these items is going to require water. So you need to have a water storage just for the foods. And that's just like with, I keep 300 gallons roughly of water. And you can do water containers, 55-gallon drums. You can do the 5-gallon jugs. A lot of us, people that I know in the prepper community, we use the 5-gallon jugs. Most of us do. And 5-gallon jugs, the purpose of that is if we have to pack up trailers and whatnot and leave, we've got 5-gallon jugs we can use. And also keep gallon jugs, something in gallons. And if you keep that stuff in a safe environment, a clean environment, inside a shed or something like that, some deep dark storage, you'll be okay. That's kind of what we do. Blue containers, the blue water containers are probably your best bet. But keep water for drinking, plenty of water for drinking, and then keep extra water to the side and mark it if you have to. This is just water for cooking and preparing food, because it's like pasta. We do bucket storage. We have tons of bucket storage, and we do like we've got anything from oats, rice, flour, sugar, all pasta, all that stuff. And we've got all this stuff, but you got to have water to cook it with. And so you need to have something set aside, even if it's you're doing like 55-gallon drums, you're doing like 3 or 4 of those just for your food preps, just so you can cook stuff up. Those people that get Top Ramen, I'm not going to kick Top Ramen to the curb. It doesn't have a long shelf life because they're fried noodles. I've said that before, but I've eaten. We've done these tests before with other people, and it's is it still good? Is it bad or not? I could eat Top Ramen after it's probably 2 years, 3 years old, and probably nothing's going to happen to me. But I'm just saying that's going to be the chance we all take when it comes to survival, right? And there's a lot of stuff out there that you could probably eat and nothing's going to happen to you, but it's something you've got a chance. But MREs, for those of you that are looking for new and up-to-date MREs, if you go onto eBay, you're going to find they are nearing their expiration date. Okay, keep that in mind. But if you go to a company like these guys, the beprepared.com, and look in their MRE section, they sell cases of MREs for all of you. So, and you're paying for something that's new and fresh, and your storage is a lot longer. So, but when it comes to MREs, keep in mind they require a lot of water. They will constipate you. And ask any ask anyone who's ever had to eat these for a long period of time. Like myself, I've had to eat these for a long period of time in the event that like our chow hall blows up or whatever the case is. But in certain situations, you might get stuck eating these. And at first, everyone says, oh, wow, how pleasant, an MRE, and they're excited about it. Hey, man, what did you get? And trading stuff. I want the jalapeno cheese, right? So people are trading stuff and whatnot. After a while, it gets real old real fast, and you don't even want to eat it. So you will get sick of eating stuff like this. And you don't want food fatigue. Food fatigue from eating the same crap all the time, and you just don't want to eat. And then, then you die from, it's a lack of nutritional, you get the point. Lack of nutrition. But back to storage. For those of you that tell me about whey protein, I've got some here, and I do store this. For those of you that have messaged me about that, I do keep protein. I buy the cheapest stuff, and it says shelf life is roughly 3 years. So I would definitely say I would push it beyond 3 years. I mean, I don't see it going bad. If it's unopened, still in the container, it's still sealed, I don't see anything wrong with, if you look at this and it's like a year or two past its expiration date, I don't think I would be, I would smell it, check it, and see if it's gone, sour. You'll know it's gone sour. It'll have a sourness to it. So, but that's something you can check just by just dabbing a little bit on your tongue and just give it a check that way. But you'll be able to tell the difference. So that being said, you could store this stuff. I mean, you got 3 years. So on average, if you don't want to eat it past that, there you go. But it's not too expensive, and it's something you can get for your protein intake if you need it. So I don't disagree on that. And babies, we still store baby food, and we do it for babies because we know people with babies. In the event that, what if we have another child? Oh, I couldn't imagine. All right, but hopefully it's a boy. Anyway, Similac, when we store this is the good stuff, and we get this stuff for the purpose of the sensitive is we get sensitive because a lot of babies are sensitive to that full throttle stuff. I mean, the hardcore Similac, right? But we do store baby food and the formula, and we also store baby food. You can't keep the baby food very long, but you can make more of it real easy. It's just like with the canning process. You can pretty much just about anything. It's like with the bananas when we did the banana canning video, and instantly that stuff had turned to baby food and tastes like baby food, to be honest with you. But you could blend that up real quick. It's been canned. You've got it to the consistency of where it needs to be, and then you could use it as a baby food. It's a good idea, just saying. But bananas, I don't have a banana tree in my yard. I'm just throwing it out there. SHTF, where's the banana tree? I mean, I guess that could be a whole nother video. Where's my banana tree? I don't have a banana tree. This is another thing that we collect. I want to remind people about. If you're fast fooding it up and you work a 9 to 5, and sometimes you end up in these situations, dude, this is like I've got Tapatio packets, and let me zoom in on that. Tapatio packets, ketchup, and all that stuff. But yeah, we keep every bit of that stuff when we're doing our little fast food events. I keep that stuff and I vacuum seal it. Don't know why I vacuum seal it. They're in Mylar packages, most of them. Like these are all Mylar, and some are a type of foil, and some are not. But I still keep them. Hey man, it's hot sauce. But you got, I've got I've got all kinds of different hot sauces in here. So I've got stuff to add flavor to things. And that's another thing. Seasonings. How many people you know collect seasonings? I mean, if you've got to, if you don't have any of them yet, buy one of those combo deals. You know, they're like, you get every single one of the herbs and spices. You know what I mean? Get all that stuff, collect it. And back in the day, that used to be currency. You know, things like that. I mean, sugar used to be a currency. I mean, it's a rarity. It's hard to find. Salt is a currency. You know, it's these are all barter and trade items that I'm mentioning here. Every bit of that stuff is barter and trade. All right, so let me pull you over here real quick. This is that Weis book. Hopefully you can see that okay. But this is that Weis book, and they've got all their stuff sectioned off. But you'll get this if you order something from. They don't sponsor me. I'm just telling you about it because I'm just that kind of guy, and I like to tell people about stuff. But they've got like all this crazy. If you want like 15 buckets of whatever, but usually your 72-hour kits are $39.99, and I got it for 19 bucks. So because they were having a sale, I don't know if it's still going on or not. If it is, but they do sales for all kinds of stuff all the time. So don't fret if you get on there. Your powdered whey milk, 89 bucks for a gigantic bucket of that. And a lot of people want powdered eggs. Man, powdered eggs are expensive. I'm always looking at this stuff. $149. Woo! I don't know what I'm going to be showing. I'm going to be firing up my dehydrator, and I'm going to be doing some egg storage for some of you guys and gals out there that want to save a buck. But I'm going to show you how to dehydrate and store eggs. That's another thing that I've got coming, another video. So, but yeah, they do. Your preparedness bags. These are pretty generalized bags, right? Then they do your water storage, your brick storage, and then these are your 100-gallon containers. You can go to a military surplus store sometimes and and find 55-gallon drums for sale, dirt cheap, and just clean them up and use them up. And the other thing, if you go to like Walmart bakery section and you talk to them, they might have buckets that they'll just give you, because most times they just throw that stuff away. And those food grade buckets are still good. And you can probably get stacks of them for free from like Walmart or someplace from the bakery section. There's a lot of places to just throw that stuff away. I mean, it's unbelievable. Water filtration, like the water treatment type stuff, like this stuff here is cool and all for like camping, backpacking, and whatnot. But you want to get yourself something like a Berkeley, or do a homemade Berkeley. And that's another thing I'm going to do on the channel, show everybody how to make a um, uh, reliable Berkeley you can make from home. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that, because a lot of us can't afford 300 500 bucks for a Berkeley. And I contacted that company and was trying to like woo them and try and get them to help me out with the price of that so I could get it on the channel. But no, it's not happening. They will not do it. They have their own. They literally have their own YouTube channel to do their own review. Yeah, tell me if that's not communism. But anyway, but yeah, I'll show you how to do that. That's my sarcasm. This company sells like all this crazy stuff, but they've got who wants a fire starter in a 4-gallon bucket for 89 bucks? Who knew? Fire starter in a there's plenty of fire starter out there, buddy. I don't know if I would pay for a 4-gallon bucket of it. Get yourself some. Go to your local grocery store. Look in your oh man, your cookout section. You got your cooking out type stuff. You got your charcoal and all that. Well, next to that, they usually have boxes of fat wood, and you could just buy that. That's what I would buy. It'll be labeled fat wood. You got meat for 100 bucks. Fruit. This is crazy. I mean, but anyways, you've even got your breakfast and all that stuff. So, but yeah, I figured I would share that. That's just the inserts from that. We'll be on tonight for the podcast for those of you that want to talk about current events and things like that. I think Sippy's going to do a video on, I think thyroid. I'm not sure if she's going to talk about your thyroid and and things like that, and effects of different things. But we're going to be chatting about a little bit of that stuff tonight. All right, you're watching SOS. I'm Stats MBA. Have a beautiful, fabulous, fantastic day. Rainbows and unicorns. Take it easy. God bless.